3, 4, 5 years, and then black goes down, showing that it was not sustainable, the type of world growth. It still is valid, the question. We have seen how the Chinese economy and the Indian economy have started to grow at a slower pace, but continue to grow nowadays. But then the question is, are they going to recover or not? Therefore, this is the first question. And secondly, is that if these emerging economies, if they are successful, are they going to repeat the structural patterns of inequality that have been dominating the international economy until now? Are we moving then, in other words, to change the United States for China and the Eurozone for India in 40 years? And India, China, Brazil, South Africa are going to be doing exactly the same that the United States and European economies have been doing in the last few years, and becoming responsible for the next crisis. Because this crisis clearly is in the hands of the developed countries, not in us, right? Are they going to repeat that? And I think there are two very valid questions that we have to ask now when the process is starting, because maybe in 30 years will be too late. Trying to focus on these two questions, let me propose three fundamental challenges that the emerging economy has if they want to give a positive response for the world to the two challenges. Sustainability for themselves and for the world, but secondly, not to repeat the inequality patterns that has dominated the world economy, the international economy so far. The first question is, or the first challenge for me, is that the emerging economies has to demonstrate and learn and develop their capacity to manage their own success. Because success means that you have been doing well. You believe that you will continue to doing well. That is not true. Too many cases in the history of economic development we find of somebody who start to do very well and then start to do it very badly. Well, now we have plenty of them, at this moment. Therefore, the problem is how to manage what is necessary for India economy to manage its success in a more stable way. And the only answer for that is that the emerging economies learn how to change, how to adapt to a world that is moving with a speed, a velocity that is unprecedented in the history of humanity. Just think of something. Now, for the first time in the history, not of humanity, for the history of the earth as a planet, human society has the capacity to change the weather. Before, society never could change the weather. But now we could, and we are doing in a very bad way what we are having right now. But this is a fundamental change in society, and now it's being produced. And changes that in the past 200,000 of years to come, the weather changed in 10,000 years, it started to change. Now it's changing in 10 decades. Why? Because the speed of change nowadays is quite rapid. And because it's that, the speed in which our success as emerging economy could be sunk is as well as rapid as that. Therefore, the capacity to learn, to manage success is a fundamental thing for sustainability of the changes. I think the question of the rule of law, the question of the honest management of public assets, the question of the reduction of the public bureaucratic ways